some upside down triangles. And I've got a new phone. Ooh, I can zoom in a little bit. That's cool. So we're going to talk about upside down triangles. For those of you, you might be wondering what? Yes, and why they're frustrating. A number of people, after we got here, decided to come and do what we did. In other words, they decided to come to Korea. One of the spouses was of Korean ancestry, and usually what you see is American service members will come to Korea, they get stationed here, and they marry a local Korean. And so then they get married, they do their life, they do everything, and then some of us decide to come back to Korea to retire. Hey, we got George pops in and says howdy. So that's what the wife and I did. And we were looking at ways to retire. And obviously in the United States, we probably wouldn't be able to retire. It would be very, very close. And especially with all the expenses going up every year, property tax, gas, water, trash, electricity, all of that stuff keeps going up. Car registration, property taxes, because I think I already said that, but yeah, that's crazy. All of this stuff goes up, and we wouldn't be able to retire when you start running the numbers for our retirement. So we started looking overseas. Nothing really clicked until we found out that because of my wife's Korean ancestry, she was born and raised in Korea, became a U.S. citizen, and based on that, we could get visas to retire in Korea. So it was like, okay, cool, we can do this. It really just, boom, the heavens opened up, the light shined down. Oh, you hear the angels singing and harps playing. It was like, okay, this is it. For me, my wife, she was like, why would you want to retire in Korea? And it's like, well, we would be able to retire early, at age, 54? We're able to retire instead of having to work until I'm in my 60s, late 60s. And even then, with the increase of expenses, we might probably not be able to make it. You have to look at studies and surveys that show that 75% of Americans that are ready to retire choose not to retire because they can't afford to retire. So that's kind of like where we were at when we were doing the numbers. So it's like, okay. But retiring in Korea was my idea. So, that was kind of odd. And my wife's like, what? Why would you want to do that? I have never asked people to drive on the correct side of the road in Korea. Something about that. The words are really tiny because I'm using my phone. So forgive me if I don't catch it because it's only on there for a few seconds. So my wife was like, what? Retire in Korea? We can't do that. We were looking at Thailand and possibly Philippines and Costa Rica and Panama and Puerto Rico. Where else we were looking at? I looked at Belize, but I was like, no, Mexico, that was permanently off the list. Your daughter's in South Korea. Yes, she is. And that helped me with the decision. Actually, we got to Korea before our daughter got here. Now, she's a doctor in the United States Army. She didn't get assigned to Korea until after we got here. So we showed up first. She got assigned here, actually. She requested that, and then they approved it. She came to Korea, which kind of makes sense because she has Korean ancestry, and she can speak Korean, and she loves us, we love her, and so it worked out good. Anyway, I digress. So back to what we're talking about is the, let me see if I can find I have my gum. I'm trying to get my gum somewhere. I think I just have one. No, I'm sure. Okay. So we decided to come to Korea. Obviously, that's where we're at. And we noticed upside down triangles. Now, this is what my wife calls it, upside down triangles. If you have a triangle that's like this, then the base is solid kind of like Maslow's hierarchy of needs or whatever. You have a firm base and it goes up to the top. You have a real good firm foundation. Well, it ends up that, let me plug in some power and change some. So anyway, it ends up that we have these upside down triangles because they're, ooh, Illuminati, ooh, upside down triangles. We have some really weird things, and you don't have a firm foundation. It's not balanced. It's very opposite of that. It'll tip either way. There's nothing solid. It's very precarious. I guess that's how I would put it. And it ends up, like for example, the Korean hospitals. Korean hospitals are kind of an upside down triangle because of the fact that while the medical care is great, and why there is, somebody says hello. I can't read the small letters, and the comments come. Welcome to the stream. But because the medical care is great in Korea, but the problem is that they're so overburdened with patients and they don't have enough doctors. And the doctors union in Korea has gone on strike every time the government has tried to say, hey, we need more doctors. They always go on strike. It doesn't matter if the political party's left, right, or in between or whatever. The doctors union always goes on strike for, in my opinion, no good reason. They say there's not enough prestige to go around if we had more doctors. That's an actual quote. So we got Terry on board. I think that's Terry. Yep. So they haven't added more doctors in 27 years, which is insane. So while the medical care is really good, it's overburdened, and you can only see the doctor like maybe 3 or 4 minutes, and boom, you're in, you're out, and that's it. So can a lot of things get mixed or missed? Absolutely. Will there be problems? Yes. Are doctors overworked? Yes, they work 36-hour shifts. We just saw a news article video thing where it talks about this NICU doctor for infants and critical care units. It ends up that in this NICU doctor, which is down south of us, worked 64 hours straight. Worked 64 hours straight. So it ends up that there's no one is, and he's the only one. So it's absolutely crazy. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Some coffee?
Yeah, it's good. The wife says hi.
Oh,
So anyway, I was just telling them about the upside down triangles and how
so many upside
there's
down.
so many of them. So maybe we can do a little bit. So it ends up we have these upside down triangles, and you're fine. You look beautiful. You look better than me. So anyway, these upside down triangles, like the pediatrician and the NICU, who's working 64-hour shifts. The fact that in Korean hospitals, to get a refill on your medication, you have to go get a doctor's appointment with each specialty for each medication, which doesn't make sense. Unless it's a bigger hospital, like the top 5 hospitals, then I can get my medication for 90 days on one of my medications. Well, actually it's 2, but it's all mental health meds. Everything else, you have to do it by 30 days. So that means you have to go back, let's say you take 4 medications for like back pain. What are you doing?
Sorry.
Hey, what?
Sorry.
What?
I don't want to be in there. So.
Dude, you could have just said something.
I thought you could just...
Knocking the camera around and everything.
Sorry.
Throwing the phone. See how violent she is? I gotta be nice to her. See? Spouse abuse. domestic violence. Oh, stop it!
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But other than that, she's awesome. So anyway, besides all this, these are the upside down triangles that we ended up seeing. And some of them go to, so there's the medical refill for medications. You got to go back every 30 days if you're at a smaller hospital. So if I want a 90-day prescription, I have to go to Seoul, which is like what, 45 minutes away, 30 minutes away by train. It's like 30
About
minutes.
an hour, yeah.
Yeah, but by the time,
Altogether.
yeah, altogether, it's like to the train station, from train station to train station, to shuttle to Samsung Medical Center, you're looking 45 minutes to an hour. And then go see the doctor, get an appointment, see him for like 3 minutes, get the refill, and I'm good for, you know. But for each doctor or each issue, like pain, mental health, stomach, and whatever else, if you got 4 or 5 medications, that means 4 or 5 different appointments that you have to do. So that's the upside down triangle, but yet the doctors all complain that they're being overworked. Well, then why don't you extend the refills? And they won't do that because that would destroy the medical system as we know it here in Korea. And there's no proof of that because tons of other countries have refill prescriptions for, you know, months on end in the United States. You get a 30-day initial prescription, then you have 3 call-in refills, you know, so that's 3 more months. So you got 4 months of prescription medication that you don't have to see a doctor for. You just see one doctor, your GP, and you get the meds refilled and boom, you're good. Here in Korea, they don't do that. They don't allow you to do that. So they built a system that fails, and that's the way it is. So that's the upside down triangle. What is another upside down triangle? They'll put street lights on places where there's no heavy traffic. So it'll just be some little side street, and then there'll be a street light, stoplight, for like an apartment complex that is like what, 20, 25 years old, not a ton of traffic. You know, you need a yield sign at best, and you'll have to wait there for a minute or whatever for the lights to cycle through and whatever. That's an upside down triangle. I think so.
It's not.
Because you don't see it in the States. So what's another good upside down triangle? We were talking about it the other day. Banking.
I don't always remember it, so I just
Until we,
as we go and
yeah. But the banking had some weird stuff. That we had limits on how much you could withdraw per day with new accounts.
it's because we are not
Yeah,
Korean. So
because we're
there's
not
a-
Korean.
Yeah,
But we did have our Korean registration card.
yeah, but still, we're on a visa.
Yeah, we're on a visa. We're allowed to be here.
Restriction. And that makes sense. It's not really upside down, but if it is all both sides, Korean and whoever, but it's not. For Korean, it's fair. I mean, they can send however much they want. They can deposit however much they want.
Yeah.
It's just us, honey. Just foreigner.
So they just don't like foreigners.
So
Okay.
it's not really. We can't really call that upside down. 'Cause
It's-
it's working for them.
It works for them, but it's a little frustrating for us.
Well, we're in somebody else's country, so
That's true. So you have to compromise and
that's right.
just run with that. So, and I think that frustration is kind of what's kind of odd. So there's that. What about apps? Shopping and apps on your phone and all of that stuff. It's like crazy the things that you have to do to like have banking apps. And you can get a banking app for your bank account, but then you need to have another banking app from the same bank to do. Why not just have one app? So there's times where you'd have 3 banking apps, where in the United States you would just need one banking app to do your online banking.
I guess it's got to do with the security, like a voice phishing, or
I don't know.
it is gets worse and worse. That's why they're just trying to protect.
But it's just, you can do all that security stuff with one app. They just need
They
to
tried
add it.
with the one app that didn't work. Still, people got into it and get their stolen,
Well,
your information and stuff. So they want another shield, another filter, however you want to call it.
it's just weird. Because in the United States, you have your one banking app, you have your security, you have your two-person authentication, and you're good to go. But here in Korea, it's like, not only do you have your two-person authentication, with passwords and face recognition, all that, now you have to have a second app to do stuff that in the States you would only need the one banking app, which is kind of odd.
That's for everybody.
That's
Not foreigner.
That's
not
everybody.
local. That's for everybody.
So that's an upside down triangle, I think.
It's extra filter.
Extra filter, extra security,
Yep.
extra security.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. What are some other frustrating things that we found? Ooh, it's raining.
Yeah, it is.
Other frustrating things. With banking, hospitals.
That's about it.
That's about it.
That's about it.
But ordering.
Ordering what?
Ordering things like off of Coupon or Naver.
What about it? It's quick and good, and you order now, and you get delivered tomorrow morning to your
Yeah.
door.
A few days or something at
what's,
the most.
What's the upside down about it?
But coming from the United States, to order something in Korea, you have to know the Korean words. Because there's some stuff that, like bathroom door seal or something like that, and you can find it on Amazon or Lowe's or Home Depot online, whatever, it's no problem. Here in Korea, they have different words for those things, and if you don't know the words, you'll never find that bathroom seal hoozy thing that you're looking for, because it's not.
It's their language. It's their word, honey.
I know.
It's the same thing. Like this day, MZ word. We don't know the slang words, okay?
It's not slang. It's a bathroom seal.
It's their word. There's nothing we can do about it. You
Well,
just
I
have
know.
to learn.
That's what I'm saying.
You
It's,
study, honey.
but you read, write, and speak Korean. But tell them, she couldn't find this bathroom seal thing. It's like, I looked for it. I, type it in English, translate it into Korean. It still comes up as, we don't know what the hell you're talking about. And then she looked it up, and you couldn't find the bathroom seal things. And then you had to ask.
They have to. That's why there's a ChatGPT.
See what I said? It's a little frustrating because the words that they use it's not like common knowledge wording, because we've been gone from Korea for so long.
Just because I know how to read Korean and how to speak Korean doesn't mean I know all the names.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I have to explain, because I lost so many. It was a big gap. I've been
Yeah,
gone.
like 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to explain the way I know how to explain, and then thank goodness, ChatGPT know what I'm talking about. So they said, "Oh, this is what they call it now." So okay.
So see what I'm saying? It's a little frustrating because something you could go on online in the United States and search for bathroom seal, whatever, boom, it would come right up. But here in Korea, you can search on Naver, you can search on Coupon in English. And even if you try to say it in Korean, but if you don't know the specific
That's right.
phrase, it'll never pop up. And it'll never say, oh, I think what you want to say, or here's some other possible options, just kind of doing
No,
the
they said
algorithm.
no, none.
None.
There's none.
Just no. Nope. We have no idea. We have no idea what you're talking about. But you see commercials on TV about these products, but they don't say the name of them, and you're like, oh yeah,
But
so
that's why you gotta study, honey. That motivates me.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Study.
So that's kind of
That's okay. Don't worry. There's a Chat GPT. Don't worry about it.
Chat GPT. So there's just another step that you have to do. A little frustrating at times, but yeah, that's kind of
Yeah, it's all
interesting.
right. It's okay.
So it's not too bad.
It just takes 30 more seconds. It's
Oh,
okay.
how many days did it take us to find that bathroom seal stuff? It was like weeks.
No.
I couldn't. For weeks and weeks I
No,
searched,
honey, no.
and then it took you a while. It was days.
Because I didn't remember ChatGPT can do that. That's why. I
Yeah.
just have to keep remember that. That's
That's
not
true.
their fault. It's my fault.
So there's a few frustrating things. What's another frustrating thing here in Korea?
Weather, summer, sticky.
Summers suck. I don't know any Koreans that like Korean summers.
I don't know. We haven't met everybody yet, so
You
we
haven't-
can't say that.
That's true. Almost all Koreans don't like Korean summers because it's hot, it's sticky, it's miserable. But for me, it's even worse because I really don't like hot and humid weather.
It's not because of Korea, but you generally you don't like hot, sticky weather
Exactly.
everywhere.
Everywhere. So Vietnam, Hawaii, Panama, all those places.
Whatever, sticky weather.
Yeah, hot and humid, sticky. I'm just not a hot and humid, sticky type of guy. So when the Korean summers pop up, holy crow, I'm done. Matter of fact, I'm just getting over heat rash from a few days ago, and my whole back just kind of like, yeah, we can't handle this. It was just like, oh, stop it. I would pay money for a surgery.
Aren't you happy that you have a Korean wife who can help you with that?
I
honey?
know.
It's all better now.
I know.
See?
See?
So that's not really upside down. honey.
Oh, yeah, that's not upside down.
That's a beautiful triangle there.
She's a beautiful triangle. Yes. She beats me and loves on me.
Hey,
You're awesome.
I never beat you.
It was on video.
No.
You saw it. She was beating me.
I never beat you.
So anyway, another frustrating thing that, like Home Depot, there's no Home Depot. You have to go to individual stores to find tile, individual stores to get electric, or lighting. You have to go to another store for plumbing. You have to go to another store for wood. You have to go to another store for pretty much anything that is, for paint. You have to go to a different store. Tile, you go to a different store. So all the sections that you have in like Home Depot or Lowe's, you have to go to a different store in Korea. And it's just odd because you got to go look online. And like when our tile in the living room, that was like what, 30, 40 minutes away that we had to drive? Out in the middle of a rice paddy, and then there's this big place, and that's where the tile store was. Nothing else around there except rice paddies in this big building that had tile that was like 45 minutes away. And we picked a tile, and just odd. And then even at the tile store didn't have tools so that you could install the tile yourself, because people just don't do that like we do in the United States. It's just like they hire somebody to put it in and you're done with
Yeah,
it. So,
because it's not expensive. There's
Yeah.
no reason to. You
Yeah.
do spend
well, it's getting more expensive now because the economy's bad.
everything else.
But for us, it's not a bad thing. So, but it's just, even if I wanted to do that, we would still. I looked and I couldn't find a store for tile tools. It was just like wild.
That's ChatGPT.
Be nice that you guys help. Sorry about the comment. They have the comment that comes up on the screen, but then it's so small, and then it just kind of fades away, and you can't read the whole thing. So, but that's the problem with doing on the phone.
Okay.
So, yeah, we do a lot of Chat GPT stuff to try to find stuff out. It's been getting better. So, and now that we've got pretty much, we're settled in. Well, I hope we're settled in. It's almost 4 years. So, everything as far as, bills, utilities, internet, insurance, Our car's registered. We got the insurance for that, which is like $90 some a month, which is cheaper than what it initially was. What was the other thing? Oh, life insurance. Insurance for our apartment is like 18,001 a month, which is
No, 11,800
oh 11,800. So it's like $10.
Not even.
Not even $10.
Maybe
$8.
$7, $8.
$7, $8. For apartment insurance for our stuff. And a lot of Koreans don't have insurance, which I found that was
I know.
that was wild. That really surprised us.
Yeah.
Because in the United States, you have renter's insurance. If you live in the house, you have to have insurance unless you pay the property off. It's kind of like buying a car. You got to have full coverage insurance. Is that a thing in Korea?
I don't know, honey. Just because I look like Korean doesn't mean
I know.
know the system, honey. I came here with you.
I know. We've been gone for like 30 years.
Yeah.
So
I have no idea.
yeah. And then a lot of things changed when we were in Korea compared to now. Things have changed. So like how they do banking, how you pay your bills,
So much change.
all of that. Like way back in the day when we first got married, you would have to physically go to the post office to pay the bills or the bank.
Bank.
You had to physically go to the bank.
I
To pay some
remember we
bills.
had to go to post office.
Yep, post office.
To pay a phone bill.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yep.
But then we have to go to bank to pay like property tax and
Right. You had to
those kind of
physically go to these places.
right.
So that's how it was way back in the day when we were
So
young-
that's why
youngsters.
this kind of change is so overwhelmed for us.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is. And we call that upside down triangle.
Yeah, because it's a little frustrating.
Yeah.
And then we're used to the United States where you're paying bills, you can do it online, boom, like that. And compared to Korea, and that's another thing with the banking, you have to go to the Korean bank to like say, hey, I'm going to do like online bill pay or lift limits on the spending or authorize automatic draft payments, verify your banking app, and there's lots of different rules for different banks for their different apps. So that's kind of different than the United States, and you're just like, oh, and applying for bank accounts. Remember, we got our Korean bank account, and it ends up that you could open a bank account, but don't open any other accounts. You're not allowed to open any other accounts with 60 days or 90 days or something like that. So that was a rule here in Korea, and it was like, well, why? Well, you just can't do it. Where in the States, I could open up a bank account at any bank or multiple accounts in the same bank or whatever. There's no limit. But in Korea, there's a limit. And then, what was the other thing? The withdrawal limit.
That's because we're foreigners.
Because we're foreigners, and the visa.
Yeah. You have to build your credit score. Yeah.
So you got withdrawal limits on your bank account that can only be removed after you have a history of doing automatic bill pay for X amount of months. So we ended up putting our phone bill, utilities, and stuff on there. And then after, was it 3 months? I think it was 3 months. I think it was like 3 or 4 months. That after that time of successfully having auto draft bill pay, then you could remove that low limit of daily withdrawal of 1,000,000 won a day.
That's our bank.
That's our bank. It's not
every
every
bank is different.
Yeah, every bank is different. And even our bank is different with different branches. Remember? So we have a bank, and we open it up an account, a local bank, NH Bank. I mean, there's one of the top 5 banks. But we opened up an account there, and then we're in Pangsongeup, and that's where the bank is at, close to where we live, walking distance. We figured, hey, that would be a good thing. And then we had to go to the city office in Pyeongtaek, and remember, it's by the city office, and you ran into the NH Bank because we had to pull out some money, and they said, no, you can't pull out money. Remember that? I totally remember that. because we had to go to the city office and we needed money. And you said, well, hey, there's NH Bank right there, branch. You went in there, they wouldn't give you money unless you opened up an account with them. And they couldn't even access our current NH Bank account, remember?
Right.
Ah, remember, huh? So it's almost like even though you have a Korean bank, the same Korean bank name, each of the branches is like its own individual franchise, if that kind of makes sense. So it's kind of like Burger King. They're all called Burger King, but they can do stuff a little different.
The thing is, it's really hard for us to recognize the bank that we are using and the bank card that we have issued from that bank. Isn't it look like same name?
It is the same name.
And I don't know why they saying that.
They don't talk to each other.
But some banks are probably we can use it, but we don't know which one is that we can use and which one is we can't.
Right.
Because it doesn't say specific different numbers on it or anything like that. So you can't say like, oh, every single branches we cannot use it, but we don't know which branch we can use, we cannot use. But that's the thing.
But that's the frustrating
But
thing.
the one that we tried, we could not.
We couldn't.
Yeah.
So in other words, it's like if Bank of America, we'll just take Bank of America for example. You've got Bank of America banks throughout the United States. If I open an account in California with Bank of America, then I go to some other state, a few states away, I can go to Bank of America. They can access our account because we got the bank card, they have the number, we can access our account. We could withdraw money from any Bank of America in the United States. Here in Korea, you don't know which ones. And as far as to my knowledge, I looked it up. I even chat GPT and Grok. And it's like each individual Korean bank is like its own franchise. So, and that was a complaint that Grok came up with. It says, not all branches will be able to access your account. You have to go to your branch.
Yeah, we experienced that with the other one.
So yeah, that was kind of weird. So it's kind of like, oh, well, I'll just stop in and pull out some money. It's like, no, you won't.
See, you gotta carry some cash all the time with you.
I still don't use cash. She uses cash. I don't use cash. I'm just like, use the card, use the phone. That's the next thing I want to do is I want to be able to do it on my phone.
What?
Just be able to use my phone to pay for stuff.
Why?
Because I don't have to use a card. It's just easier.
You are just so fast, far ahead, too much. And then you look, everything else is look like upside down, big, ugly
It's not
elephant,
big,
upside down triangle look alike to you.
it's just I've never said that, but it's just the ease of use. I would rather take my phone and just go ding, pay, and be done, instead of having to dig out my card and give them the card, or tap my card, or put my card in the slot, or pay money, count money and all that stuff. I'm not a money person. She's a money person.
It's real. I have to touch it.
It's real, yeah. But so with me and then with her together, we make sense. And so if we ever do need actual cash, she's got the cash, and then I've got the card, and whichever one works or doesn't work, the other one is we're covered either way.
We're good to go.
So we work out good. So, yeah.
I need to get some coffee.
Oh, you want coffee? Do you want to get coffee here?
No.
No? Where do you want to get coffee?
Somewhere.
Somewhere. Alrighty. Well, bum, 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 bum. I think what we'll end up doing is we'll just kind of, since I got the new phone mount, it works pretty good.
Oh, good. Happy for you.
Happy, 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 happy. Let's see if we can get out of here without getting hit. because this guy parked right so that I can't see.
In 600 meters, a speed camera ahead. Speed limit is 50 kilometers per hour. In 300 meters, speed limit is 50 kilometers per hour.
We'll drive around the block. Let people see what it's like here in Korea a little bit.
Upside down people.
Like these lights right here coming up, these are terrible lights because it just goes into like a side street that nobody rarely comes out of.
They made it probably a long time ago, and
Yeah. So like a 20 unit apartment, it's like they put a street light there because they thought, oh my gosh, that is such a huge apartment complex. So we got to put a light there.
and 20-30 years ago, that a rainbow apartment was the biggest one. So that's why they made
Yeah,
it here.
they
And that
thought
was the
it was-
biggest one. Yeah.
They thought it was big. It was, holy crow, 20 unit apartment. That is massive. And now it's like, no big deal.
Our apartment is almost 1,000 units. So.
You know. But other than that, retiring in Korea has been good for us.
Oh yeah,
It's been really good.
really, really good.
Really, really good. So,
Then it doesn't matter. Wherever you go, there's an upside down triangle you can find.
yeah.
You just have to learn and adapt as you go.
Well, you have to adapt, you got to compromise,
Yeah.
you know.
And then appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's stuff that's frustrating in Korea, but then I think back and it's like, well, the alternative would be I would still be working. So it's kind of like, I didn't like working. not the job I had. So, either learn to work with the compromises and just kind of brush it off and say, well, there might be a few frustrating things, but overall, you just accept it as that's how you do things, and just, be grateful that we were able to retire early, So you got to take the good with the bad, but even then, it's not bad.
No, it's not.
It's just sometimes a little frustrating.
It's not even near bad.
Oh yeah, nowhere near that.
No.
So there's little things that go back and forth, but it's not crazy. you know.
And look at that. There's a mud festival. You want to go to mud festival?
Oh yeah. That's it. The light is green for the love of God. Green. M-O-O-N. Spelled green.
Did you eat?
Yeah. Got a little egg sourdough toast hoozy thing. I don't think I like sourdough.
Yeah, I don't either.
It's like the inside of the bread's fine, but the hard crust, it's just too tough. I just don't like it. It's not really my thing.
Okay, now you know about yourself. One more thing.
Yeah, I was hoping they had but it's all sourdough.
Oh, huh?
Yeah, they don't have any other bread or bagels or croissants or anything like that. It's just,
Brioche or...
yeah, nothing like that. It's no rolls. It's just all sourdough.
Oh,
So,
well, don't have a sandwich over there then.
yeah. But they have the Biscoff, which is good. Well, Biscoff cookie and then vanilla latte. Coffee was really good today.
Yeah, they make good coffee there.
It was really good. I like that.
It's just small size.
Yeah.
I don't like their size though.
Yeah, it could be a little bit more.
Yeah. See that's the restaurant Hannah told you about.
Oh,
It
yeah, yeah.
opens 24 hours, and it's
Yeah.
so good.
We'll have to try that.
Let's go to Daiso.
Okay. We can go to Daiso.
Walking Pigs Beauty.
Oh, that spray stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
We're going to Daiso.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! It's kind of like dollar store on steroids. It's good. Yeah,
That is perfect. I mean,
yeah, dollar store on steroids. If you need anything for your home, you move to Korea, go to Daiso. You can get plates, knives, bathroom stuff, kitchen stuff, anything.
except the house built stuff.
Laundry, yeah.
Except the Home Depot stuff.
Well, it still has some hand tools and stuff, but not like power tools or anything. But
Oh, no.
pretty much anything else, toiletries,
They don't have a tiles. They don't have a paint.
but everything else like cups,
Yeah.
bowls.
For hobby paint. Yeah.
They got some hobby stuff there. Maybe we'll do a video on that.
Yeah.
That's if we can park.
Oh,
If
yeah.
we can
There's a
find a
park.
parking space.
It's only Wednesday, so it's okay.
Yeah, it should be okay.
Don't go there on weekend.
Yeah, don't go on weekends.
Everybody goes there.
Malls and Daisos on weekends are crowded.
Holidays, yeah. You stay home.
Yeah. So being retired, we don't go to those places on the weekends. Too many people. But driving in Korea, what do you think about driving in Korea?
Parking is tough
Yeah,
because it's a small land. It's just like Oahu. It's so hard to find a parking lot,
yeah.
but it's okay.
It's okay.
Driving is good. So highway's good, and
The navigation,
yeah,
It's really good.
Yeah, it's really really good. It's just parking, hard to find the parking. That's it.
yeah.
That's more. Rather than that, driving is okay.
A lot of people remember Korea as being hard to drive in or it's crazy, which it was a long time ago.
But
But-
now cameras everywhere.
Yeah, cameras everywhere. People have gotten better
Every-
driving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see how many freckles on your face. They want to.
And the toll system that they have is,
Perfect. You
Perfect.
don't even have to stop and give them money, get a change, a receipt. You don't have to do that.
so you got a high pass, and
Just-
that's a little device that we have like right up here. And that high pass system,
They
you
charge
put
you
mon-
as you will drive.
as
by.
you drive through, it automatically scans and deducts money off of your card, your high pass card.
Yep.
In
So you put
300
money on it,
meters,
and
a
that's how
red
you pay the
light and
tolls.
speed camera
If you
ahead.
don't, and you go through the high pass and you don't have high pass, they'll send an email. We gotta go left,
No, straight.
straight.
Yeah. They
Oh,
send,
yeah,
They
that's
send you
right.
a bill
Yeah,
because
they
they
send
know
you-
where you live.
They send you a bill in the mail because of your license plate on your car, but they'll charge you like the full amount of the toll. So, but still, it's not bad. You can just
Oh,
go
no,
ahead and,
it's only a few more hundred.
yeah, it's not bad at all. I think I can get around this guy and go straight. So driving isn't bad.
No,
I don't mind driving, but the parking is,
it's tough.
Entering
Parking is
child
rough.
protection area. Slow down.
so it depends. So there'll be times when we will go to places and it's like, we won't take the car, we'll get a taxi
Right.
because you can't find parking or it's just too congested or crowded. And then some places you do have parking, but you got to pay for parking. So that's one of the, where in the United States what we're used to was there's no parking problems. Go to the store, it has a parking lot, you're good to go. But here in Korea, parking is at at a premium. So, but they do have more parking lots or parking garages and things like that than they did before. So, and a lot of places you can park like the first hour is free or the first 2 hours or something like that.
Right.
So it's not bad. It's not too bad.
If you have a tiny car, you have no problem.
Oh yeah. You have a small car.
Because the parking spot is a little tighter than United States, that's for sure.
Yeah.
They're so skilled, so good at parking. Of course, they have a rear view mirror, so that helps a lot too. But
Yeah. I have become a parking pro.
still having a hard time.
She's still working on it. But she does good. You do good parking. But with the small, when you don't have a lot of space,
Yeah, that makes me so
makes
nervous.
makes it a little nerve-wracking.
I made a side mirror scratched, and then after that, oh no!
Yeah, it's just a car.
A speed
And I
bump
call
is
him,
ahead.
honey, come on down. Come on. Makes me feel like those person, honey, that who knows how to drive only forward and don't know how to fill up the gas.
Right. Okay, Daiso.
This one.
Remember, there's this big dip here.
Yeah, next to the Starbucks.
So we got Starbucks, and then Daiso. There's a brand new Daiso. See if we can find a parking spot. But that person. So they read your license plate.
Who's that? Are you gonna stay in the car, honey?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, pop the trunk down and take the bag. Just, I don't want to buy a bag anymore.
Righty. Let us look at Daiso. There it is, the Daiso. The goodness of Daiso. Yeah, pretty good. So you see what I'm talking about when we go to Daiso. Okay. So yeah, so we got like party hats, and then the first floor here, you got like first aid, beauty, and you got like some electronic stuff here, batteries, cables, which I think I'm good with all that. Let's see what else I got. Phone cases, screens. You got some closed items, and then like desk, paper. Now let's go up to the second floor. Show you what they have. So yeah, Daiso's pretty good. Like I said, anything you need, if you move to Korea, you'll be able to find in Daiso. So, alrighty. So cards, writing supplies, stuffed animals, some toys, stationery, desk items. And stickers. And they have markers. So pretty much anything you can find or that you would need, you would be able to find at a Daiso. So car stuff, insoles, some exercise stuff, some sporting stuff, and then they'll have like, you know, small hand tools and stuff like that. You know, some items, connectors. You'll have like some drawer stuff, you know, hinges, because those go out. Just basic hand tools and stuff. Trying to decipher the music in the background. Yeah, it's some type of, hopefully I won't get a copyright strike. But glues, then you have electrical lights, extension cords, different fasteners. You got some car stuff, you know. So Daiso is pretty good because you can hit pretty much everything. Oh, here's another thing that's interesting. Like this here, what you do is you put your phone number and then this will go on the dash of your car. And so that way you put it on the dash of your car, and then if something happens or you need to move your car for some reason, people can call your phone number and yeah, you can come move your car. Or if there's an accident, they can call you. So, yeah. So, yeah, a lot of good stuff. And then we got like chew toys and animal stuff and food, pets. You know, some gardening supplies, things like that. And so like 1,000 won for this. So if let's see, it's like 1,500 won to the dollar. So yeah, you do the math on this, and I mean, it's pretty inexpensive. Plant and gardening stuff, bowls, cases, bags, planting stuff. So it's not Home Depot, but I mean, you get some stuff. It's just not the Home Depot or Lowe's. So, and then we got the snack corner, which is pretty good. And then we'll go up to the third floor. And this is where you'll find stuff like cups, bowls, knives, forks. I would put a QR code to rickroll the person. Right? So here, like I said, you were able to get dinnerware, plates, cups, bowls, coffee cups. It all reminds you of Kohl's and Ross. Yeah, kind of does. So pretty much anything that you need, once you get moved into Korea, you can find it. So kitchen items, again, more dinnerware, containers, you know, small thermos, coffee mugs, utensils, more containers. You know, get entire dinnerware sets, everything for the kitchen that you need. And then, of course, you can also get, you know, your pots and your pans. So yeah, more stuff, strainers, tea kettles, rice bowls, regular bowls, you know, it's like 2001. It's pretty good. And then, yeah, got some bathroom stuff. Of course, your cleaning items, soaps, and then you can have like, you know, your bags for food, utensils, plasticware, paper plates. So yeah, they're not too bad. Let's see what else we got over here. You got your woodware and racks, and then you end up having your storage, little plastic items for desk or whatever. So yeah, I'm definitely going to get a copyright strike for the music. So I guess I won't monetize this. But yeah, bathroom stuff. Tons of house slippers, connectors, hooks, rods, all kinds of stuff like that. Sponges, scrub pads. And you're not really Korean unless your furniture has socks. Yes, they have furniture socks. So that way it doesn't scrape the floors. And yeah, so you can either do the furniture socks, or you can do the little covers, or you can do like the tennis ball things. So kind of a neat little thing. You know, pillows, pads, seats. Got some more pens and stickers and desk items. And then all your laundry stuff. So pretty much anything you need, you could probably find at Daiso. It's even got some weather stripping stuff. Of course, your laundry bags, floor wipes. Yeah, furniture socks are a thing. You're not really Korean until you have furniture socks. So pretty much. Clothespins, drying racks, lint rollers, then of course all your different brushes and trash cans. So yeah, you can get cleaning supplies out the wazoo. And then you got over here, you end up with like some basic plumbing things, you know, so like you can replace your hoses, you know, the shower heads or sink heads or things like that. And then of course you have your dental toothbrushes and mouthwash and toothpaste. So yeah, some pretty good stuff. And toilet items, cleaning. So yeah, Daiso ends up having pretty much everything you need to get settled into a house. So not a lot of guys go here. Guys will come here, we'll pick up the 3 or 4 things we need and we're ready to go. The wife will go through here and she could be here for an hour or two, you know, just going through stuff and picking up whatever. And it's like, oh, are we ready to go? And then it's like, oh, where is the Warhammer and 3D printing corner? They don't have one yet. So, yeah, I haven't seen any physical store in Korea with a, they do have Warhammer. I think they got one in Seoul, authorized official Warhammer stores in Seoul, and then they have one in Chejudo, which is an island south of the peninsula of Korea. but they don't have it down here. So you'd have to go like an hour or so, take a train, and be able to hit that up. And I haven't seen a physical 3D printing store either. I know they have some, but they don't have any locally. So it is what it is. But yeah, maybe we'll go to the Warhammer store and we'll check that out one of these days. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So yeah. So you can get a lot of good stuff at Daiso. Some Daisos are smaller than others. This one's a fairly good sized one. There's other ones where they have like 4 or 5 levels. So, but yeah, some good stuff. And it's not Warhammer related, but what you can do is get like some makeup brushes that you can use for dry brushing. So something like that, for 1,000 won, yeah, it's not even $1. So instead of paying the high prices for, you know, like dry brushes, you can just come to Daiso and you can get some good little brushes for, you know, I think it's like maybe $2. There it says 5 levels of chalk kiss. So yeah. So while they don't have that, oh, what was the other thing I end up having? I don't need eyelashes. Yeah, those sponges. Makeup sponges and stuff like that. There it is. So we can use those to dab and stuff like that. So my mother-in-law would have moved in there. I know there's so much cool stuff. You know, tweezers and ooh, emery boards. That's what I need. So different emery boards. 100 grit, 180 grit for, yeah, like 80 cents maybe, 70 cents. Ooh, here's what we need. So emery board, 1,000 won for 180 and 240. So this would be perfect. Ooh, and there's a 320 grit. That would be good too. And they're smaller. That's really, really, I think I'll get the 180 and the 240. I think this will be good. So yeah, good stuff. And of course you can get Q-tips and stuff like that. You can get toothpicks. I don't think of brushes and everything. We don't need that. But wet wipes, all kinds of soaps, cleansers, face packs, which are huge in Korea. Cosmetics. And then they got some clothing. You know, some little underwear, shirts. Unfortunately, I haven't been to a Korean store yet where any of the shirts have my size, which is like 3X. So, yeah, it's all for smaller people. But belts, socks, and I don't think the socks fit me either because I would need like a extra large. So yeah, I haven't found Korean socks that would fit me yet. I have to go to a big and tall specialty store. But if you're a Korean size, you're good to go. A smaller type person, you know, pretty good. So yeah, you know, some little supplement action that we got going on here. Pill boxes, snacks, coffees. And then you also end up getting batteries, which are relatively inexpensive. That, you know, 4 AA batteries for 1,000 won. 1,500 won is $1. So do the math. I mean, that's crazy. In the States, you would get you would get bent over for that. Look at this. So alkaline batteries, 10 of them for 2001. That's insane. So if you go to the United States, you pay through the nose for batteries. It was absolutely insane. So yeah, battery prices are inexpensive here. Very inexpensive. Speakers, mice, and computer accessories, keyboards, computer monitors. George says, I'm 6'3", wears size 16 shoe. Yeah, you would be even worse than me. So, wouldn't be able to do that. You would definitely have to go to a big and tall. So, but yeah, turns out pretty good. So we got some good stuff. Wallet, phone stuff. Pretty good. Reminds me I need to get a wallet. So, yeah, this is Daiso. Batteries are crazy in the U.S. No idea why. In Germany, they're much cheaper, come from the same manufacturer. I know, right? It's like absolutely crazy. So, yeah, good stuff. So anyway, this is Daiso, and it's pretty good. Again, my wife would be here for hours, and it'd be good to go. But let's see some of the other stuff they got on the phone stuff. Tablets, tripods. You'd have a hard time giving up your motorcycle. Well, there's people they got motorcycles here in Korea. Fans. You got all your headphones, ear, wireless, wired, travel packs, stuff like that. Cases. It's all pretty good. So yeah, this is Daiso. And works out pretty good. So anyway, I got one more thing that I got to get. I got to get some screws to see if they got screws for the right size for my paint booth that we're working on. So I'm going to check that out. But yeah, this is Daiso. It turns out it's pretty good. Everything that you would need. If you just moved to Korea, you got to go to Daiso. That could fulfill the majority of your needs for moving. So, all right, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. So, peace.